Hi, we're Midgard Lobster and we have a question. What if God was one of us?
Wait, you mean just a slob like one of us?
Yeah, just a stranger on a bus trying to make his way home. And where the hell would he live?
That's a hard question, man.
Like, would he live in a nice place or would he be like in a really bad place?
I think God would keep it real.
What does that even mean?
I just think he would keep it real. Like everything. Because he knows everything supposedly, and that means he would be required to keep it real at all times. Frank. Eh.
Learn more about Booth Digby.
Oh,
He already tried to find a job so he could quit the Wet Boot Boys.
what? Booth Digby is such a weird name, though.
If Booth as a first name is weird.
Hmm.
Booth as a first name is weird.
Yep. Maybe it's a gay thing because people stay inside him, you know.
It's locked, all right.
I think I qualify for the worst joke of 2018.
I'm pretty sure you're least in the runnings. Hey, hey.
You again.
I want to use your hits.
I know you're looking for an honest job, Booth. You're tired of this criminal life, aren't you?
It's just an idea. Edwina loves to run things so much. You can never really leave the gang. Wet boys for life, you know.
Does she love things so much that she
Goodbye.
wants him to do it? Do you?
We did that last episode. Who are you, lady?
I am Dr. Reed. May I ask you a few questions?
Who are you? What
Hey,
do
it's
you want?
Edwina.
As I just told you, I'm a doctor.
Edwina
From the
Snitz.
Pembroke Hospital, actually.
The Pembroke Hospital, you say? I ain't paying any bill left by Clay.
I'm not here to collect payment, Miss...
Miss Edwina Cox. So what do you want then? Fancy buying something from me, maybe?
Sure,
Can
let's
I
see what
see
you have.
what you have to sell?
As long as you have money, I'll show you all I have.
Did she just imply prostitution?
I think she did, but she has
Nice.
nothing we want.
Especially not
Good evening,
prostitution.
Miss Cox.
Hello again, Dr. Reed. What do you want?
What can you tell me about your work?
I'm a businesswoman. I buy and sell things, and I send my wet boot boys after anyone who don't play nice with me.
Gang member and shopkeeper. Can't be easy running double shifts.
If you're interested, I may find use of a doctor who can freely walk across the city, you know.
I'm not interested in a career in the criminal underworld, Miss
But we could eat the criminals.
Fair enough. Stay away from us then, if you don't want to get hurt or worse.
Since my
That's
return
really
from
cute.
the war, I don't feel that concerned by threats, knives, or even bullets, if you must know.
That's exactly what that stupid trade unionist claimed after he attacked one of us. Booth and I reminded him a bullet beats words every time.
It doesn't, though.
Recently killed a man in retaliation.
You're quite blunt, aren't you?
I like people who know what they want and say what they think. This is a time of great opportunity for those ready to embrace their destiny.
Nice.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
You can't trust anyone around here. As soon as you lower your guard, you can be sure some arsehole will take advantage of you.
Hot.
Really? Don't you think that's a little bit excessive?
Bastards, all of them. This region only responds to violence and threats.
So does your mum.
You sound like you're thinking of somebody in particular.
Take the gravediggers of Southwark. They must pay me every week, but it looks like they forgot who gave them permission to steal from the dead.
Looting corpses in a mass grave. That is a new low.
Whatever. Hey, since you're a doctor and all, maybe you can access that forbidden area and remind those bastards what they owe.
Wait, any more? No.
Wait,
Yeah.
Ooh, Digby looks at you with love-struck eyes. Tell me, Edwina, is the feeling mutual?
You have no idea how refreshing it can be for a woman to receive all the pleasure she needs. For once.
I'll take your word for it.
What is it, Doctor? A woman's not supposed to talk about these things.
I'm not that easily shocked, Miss Cox. You can speak freely about your lover if you so wish.
The poor bastard is good to me, if you must know. He makes me feel good. And that's a
Penis.
So you're just like any other couple, after all, are you not?
Yeah, we're so ordinary that I'd put a bullet in his head if he ever cheated on me.
Suspects him to be unfaithful. How did you get that from that?
That's just grasping at
Tell me about
non-existent
the man you and
straws.
Booth killed, Edwina.
The bastard killed one of us and received retribution. There's nothing else to say.
What happened exactly?
I don't know and I don't care. One of ours was killed by that communist bastard, but he didn't brag for long.
So you have no idea what really happened, but you executed him anyway.
No one messes with the wet boot boys, Doctor. This is our territory and this is our law.
And your conscience is clear. You kill without hesitation.
Violence is an efficient tool, Dr. Reed, when used properly.
So you decide who lives and who dies, just like that.
Yes, Doctor.
A sense a bit of hypocrisy.
I'm not saying it's fair. I'm saying it's my way of dealing with troublemakers.
She's a douche, kinda.
Yeah.
I'm looking for Mr. Sean Hampton. Do you know where I could find him?
The sad saint? I heard he was mugged or something.
Yes, he was. But he left hospital recently.
You don't say. Well, I suppose it's good news for the homeless and the useless. Ask them, they must know something.
Be homeless?
Goodbye, Miss.
Yes. They don't have an home.
Oh, that's sad. Wait, we should maybe talk to her dude again.
Yeah, alright.
A bunch of hints for her, maybe.
Been a while.
You again. What do you want?
I want to use your hints.
Tell me about the man you killed, Booth. What happened?
One of us had been killed, so we had to retaliate. That's the whole story.
There has to be more to it than that.
No, really, one of us got killed, so the killer had to die. That's how things have always been done round here. No one gives a shit.
Nice.
Nice.
I think you're wrong. Maybe the docks have always been violent, but you can't say the living don't suffer because of it.
And then what? Let the commies and the anarchists rule? Nah. We're the wet boot boys. Our fathers died on these docks and they belong to us.
That's not really how cities work.
And also,
Alright.
that's immensely dumb.
Yep.
Do you know Edwina suspects you to be unfaithful?
Edwina's the one who asked to be called Mrs. Cox, even though Clay hadn't touched her for such a long time.
You have not answered my question.
She's a passionate woman. I've no doubt she'll shoot me down if I ever betray her, but that's not going to happen. I love her as she is.
No hint for that?
No.
Okay.
Goodbye, Mr. Digby.
That's a hell of a dead end.
Yeah, we'll find out more somehow.
Yeah, hopefully.
I kind of feel like eating them both.
Yeah. 5 and 4. God damn it.
Quite so.
Tyson Delaney. Is that him? I think it
Mark
is.
my words, miss. These murders are the work of a vampire.
A vampire? Whatever do you mean?
I'm a tracker of these creatures. A vampire
No, you're
hunter.
not.
You best be off to your hunting then. For if the sewer dog is back and hunting all these poor folk, he needs to catch him.
A sewer dog? What's it look like?
It's an old story. A monster with daggers for teeth and icy claws. He comes of a sudden, nighttime, claiming innocence, then vanishes.
Teeth, claws, murders by night? Your sewer dog is my business. He's the kind of prey I hunt, milady.
Not a drop of blood left in his body. This is the work of a vampire.
So what up, unknown?
Good evening, sir. Have you witnessed any suspicious activity or strange events recently?
And what do you define as a strange event? More to the point, who are you?
My name is Ichabod Throgmorton, vampire hunter extraordinaire and warden of the East End.
A vampire hunter? Really?
I know what you're thinking. I'm just another lunatic howling at the moon, but I'm not. The bloodsuckers exist, and they're close.
Mr. Throgmorton, I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'd like to hear more about these vampires you're hunting.
A man of science? Well, I'll be glad to enlighten you.
He's gonna say so much asinine stuff, I think.
I hope so.
What can you tell me about this neighborhood?
Did you hear about what happened to Jack Gillingham? Poor boy. It's a shame I wasn't around to protect him.
It's impossible to protect everyone. The violence seems endemic in this part of town.
But it's my duty. I am convinced Jack Gillingham was killed by a vampire. These evil rodents are spreading like a plague.
Believes vampires have killed Jack Gillingham. I like this man, he's kind of funny.
He's awesome.
So, how exactly are you protecting these people? I'm curious.
I patrol late at night, investigating anything unusual. I try and encourage people to stay indoors, but people are careless.
Can I help in any way?
Actually, yes. I plan to put up posters to alert the population to the vampire threat.
Are you asking me to paste posters about vampires around the docks?
If you wouldn't mind. If you did that, then I can focus on my patrols.
You should totally help him.
How do you identify a vampire?
It's simple, really. They can't stand daylight. They're afraid of garlic and holy symbols. They also cannot enter a house without being invited.
Have you ever killed one of these creatures? Yourself, I mean.
Of course I have. What kind of question is that? It's a dirty business, believe me.
Have you heard of the Guard of Priwen?
Of course. They're dedicated hunters. A little militant for my taste, but they do let anyone join.
Were you ever tempted to join the Guard yourself?
I did think about it, but I'm more of a silent hunter. They're more of a sanitary militia.
So you hunt alone? That sounds risky.
Vampires are just like every other predator. They hunt when they're hungry and follow certain patterns. It's just a matter of observation and patience.
Oh, this fucking guy. Yeah, it's done right, yeah.
Goodbye.
So you're not
Good
gonna ask him
hunting,
about
Mr.
Sean?
Throgmorton.
Actually, yes I am.
Good evening.
Doctor,
I'm looking for Sean Hampton. Can you help me, Mr. Throgmorton?
the sad saint. He should be at his night asylum at this hour, but I cannot tell you how to find it, sorry.
Really? Why is that?
It's nothing personal, Doctor. I'm sure your intentions are good, but people who sleep there, they have plenty of reasons to hide.
I could make you tell me, but I respect your refusal. You really believe Sean is a saint, don't you?
All I will say is this. Gossip has it that when he was a child, he was molested. By a priest of all people. Funny thing is, though, it only strengthened his faith.
Wow.
Maybe at least you can tell me who could help me find him.
Tell you what, go and chat with Tom Watts. He's a bartender and good judge of character. If he talks to you, then it's fine by me.
Goodbye.
It's good I have your permission, Mr.
Thank you for allowing me to
Throgmorton.
talk to other people. Wait, what about the corpse out there? Can we inspect it?
I already inspected it.
Oh, yeah, that was the whole. It's drained of blood. Doesn't have any cacti.
Is that just a picture of the guy that was drinking downstairs?
Yep. I think so. Of course, drink doesn't stir you. You stir drink. Silly man.
Just walk upstairs, open stuff I'm not supposed to, and take it.
Well, yeah. It's free stuff.
It's free real estate.
Please, you scrub on the floor.
Evening, miss.
Well, I never. That's a first. Customers who make that much mess rarely come back. Never mind in fancy togs.
I'm much more myself than when we first met. By the way, I'm Jonathan, Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Welcome back to the Turquoise Turtle then, Doctor. I'm Sabrina Cavendish. How can I help you?
What can you tell me about this area?
People don't appreciate that line of questioning round here. You best be more careful with what you say, sir.
You look concerned.
What?
Miss Cavendish.
This is a bad borough. Most people I know are afraid. Most locals will rob you blind, or worse. You best mind your step.
So you and your friends all feel in danger? No exceptions?
Tom's the only exception I've come across until now. But
Sexy.
he's not like everybody else.
Or that.
This place seems, how shall I put it, very colorful. I'm sure it has plenty of stories to tell.
We get people of all sorts here. It's that rare place in the docks where you can have a drink without being murdered. At least it's not happened yet.
I like not being murdered. It's my favorite.
So this bar is neutral territory then?
Yeah. Tom's convinced this is something the locals need. No one ever draws a weapon here. That's one of the reasons I accepted the job.
Your boss must be quite the negotiator to force such an agreement.
Yeah. Tom's a great bloke. Mr. Hampton, who runs the night asylum, he's the only other man that's able to keep peace around here.
Night asylum? Maybe it's the asylum Sean Hampton went for.
Excuse
for the
my
night.
curiosity, but where exactly are you from, Miss Cavendish?
Something bothering you? What, my name? Or my complexion?
Believe me, I never judge someone on their place of birth or the color of their skin.
If that's true, you'd be one of the few not to make fun of me. Just you, Tom, Dyson, Miss Fishburne, and of course Mr. Hampton.
I'm sorry if I worried you. I was just curious to find out if you know this part of town well.
Nosy. My dad was a sailor from Bombay, and my mum was a maid born up in Glasgow. They got married in London. And here I am.
That's actually an interesting story. Or it would be an interesting story if there were any more fucking details.
Miss Cavendish, would you be willing to help me locate Sean Hampton?
You better ask Tom, sir.
Why not answer me directly?
We respect the privacy of our customers here, sir. Only Tom can decide who to speak to and what he'll say to them.
You are also a person.
Goodbye, Miss Cavendish.
I do get her train of thought, though.
Yeah.
He's the, leader of the establishment.
Good evening, Tom.
Good evening, sir. How are you tonight? Back to the docks, are we?
You remember me then?
Of course I do. You're that man who seemed so lost when he entered my bar a few nights ago.
Thank you for your hospitality. I'm Jonathan Reed, by the way.
I'm still Tom Watts. Welcome back, Doctor.
It didn't change?
What can you tell me about this part of town?
It's not that bad. Thanks to people like the sad saint of the East End.
Who?
Sean Hampton, our own private holy figure. Few are foolish enough to make peace with the gangs. Sean is one of them.
How is it you can keep this place open? This part of town doesn't seem particularly safe.
Well, since everybody needs a drink, my pub is considered neutral ground by most groups.
You're something of a figurehead around here.
I'm only pouring alcohol for everyone to forget their troubles. Sean Hampton is the one giving them long-term hope.
I see. So you get pressure from all sides about how this place should be run, do you?
Or something like that. Nothing that a few wise words and a bottle of gin can't solve.
I like him. He knows how to do this stuff.
True. But, who the fuck drinks gin? Have you tasted that stuff? It tastes like wood varnish.
It's like the opposite of delicious.
Yeah.
Since I'm here, is there anything I can do?
Well, perhaps, Doctor. Peace partly depends on my stock of gin. With the epidemic, my supplies are running low.
How could a physician help you in this matter?
I have a small warehouse just past the quarantine line. Perhaps, with you being a doctor, you could go there and come back?
Doctors aren't immune to disease, you know. Very well. Show me where it is. I'll see what I can do.
Oh, thank you, sir. Here's the key to get in. You're about to save many dry throats.
Why does your waitress feel in danger working on the docks?
This part of town is dangerous for all, but for women it's worse, as always. Sabrina is a brave girl, but she can't help feeling in danger.
Do you think she has good reason to feel this way? Are you not worried about her safety?
Of course I am. The truth is, she's tougher than me deep inside. She just has to learn to control it.
What does he mean?
I don't know.
Tougher than me deep inside.
Tom, I need to find Sean Hampton as quickly as possible. I've been told you could help me.
I heard the sad saint was recovering at Pembroke Hospital. Did he leave or something?
I believe he returned to his flock. Can you confirm that?
Oh, I bet you're right. Sean can't help but worry about the poor and sick. Oh, I guess it has something to do with what happened to him as a baby.
Please, tell me.
Well, I don't like to gossip, but I heard that the sad saint was abandoned as a baby in front of a Catholic orphanage in Dublin. That would explain his faith and need to help everyone.
Lasted and abandoned. Poor guy. Hey, we can't mesmerize him. It needs 6. That's fine.
The important thing is I find him. Quickly.
Why not try his night asylum? He takes care of those who need a meal or a roof there.
Where is it?
It's in an old warehouse, northwest of here. Just follow the bank to the west and go north when you reach the end of the pier.
Thanks, bro.
Goodbye, Mr. Watts.
Alright.
Good evening, sir.
Whatever.
Don't you recognize me? We met a few nights ago.
Don't take it personally. I spent a lot of energy forgetting what I did the night before.
Yes, you had definitely drunk too much then as well. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
I'm Dyson Delaney. I'll try to remember you. This time.
Thanks.
What do you do for a living, Mr. Delaney?
I drink. I drink in the morning and at noon. I drink at night. And then I drink some more.
That's not something you do for a living. That's something you do for a dying.
Maybe someone pays him to drink. I don't know.
Why do you drink so much?
Maybe it's because I prefer dying slowly. Death can be so abrupt. Personally, I like to see mine coming at my own pace.
You sound very sad, sir.
That's because I am Doc.
Don't you work at all?
I'd love to, but I don't have the time. Didn't I tell you? Drink in the morning and at noon. I'll drink at night.
Alright.
Is there anything in particular that you like about this part of town? Except for the cheap drinks, I mean.
How dare you say such a thing? I love this neighborhood. So
this
friendly.
potato.
So joyful.
No reason at all to rejoice, then? Life is hopeless and then we die, is that it?
Let me tell you a story.
All right. Go on.
A few years ago, when I believed a resolute man could change things around here for good, a tragedy occurred nearby.
What kind of tragedy?
It was a bomb. A bomb that exploded and killed many people. Metal and blood everywhere. Shouts, fire, broken window of the shoe shop, the torn streetlight.
You lost people you loved that day, didn't you?
I've lost everything. But you know what the worst part is? I don't even remember where it happened. I've drunk so much to forget it. And now I can't remember where it was. I can't pay my homage to the dead.
I'm sorry, Mr. Delaney.
It's okay. If you ever find the place, just leave a flower for me there. Even if you tell me where it is. I'm not sure I'd memorize it.
Don't we have a flower? I think we do.
Possibly, yeah.
Is there anything in particular that you like about this part of town? Except for...
How dare you?
Why are you so cynical?
Cynicism is the polite way to express despair, Doctor.
No.
Let me...
Another time. Is there any...
Okay. Oh, okay.
Because we hadn't selected the back option.
Surely you must have had dreams and expectations when you were
It's
young.
like that.
Like everybody else.
I don't know.
Sure. I wanted things to change.
Weirdos.
To really
Yes.
change. And to change for good. The bigger the dream, the harder the fall.
Sounds like you were an idealist, which is honorable.
No, sir. I was an anarchist and I believed that exclusive property is a robbery in nature. I wanted a new world to rise from the ashes, Dr. Reed.
First hint. Was an impassioned and radical anarchist when younger.
Do you really
sick.
think the world is that bad?
No, I believe we all can choose to make it better. But most of us are too weak, too corrupt and too guilty. I failed for sure, but others will come.
Let's give this guy.
I want to know more about your past as an anarchist, Dyson.
I'm still an anarchist, Doctor, make no mistake. I just reject violence as a tool to change the world, unlike my comrades.
Do you still see your comrades, then? Even if you don't agree with their methods anymore, I mean.
No. I hope they'll come to share my point of view one day. I'll raise my glass to that splendid idea.
Do you believe in a bloodless revolution, then?
I do not believe in much anymore, Doctor. But I'll admit I like your idea of peaceful change. I like it a lot.
How can he raise his glass when his hands clip through the table?
I don't know.
Inebriation aside, do you need medical help?
Yes. I feel sicker than usual these days.
Take this, then. And perhaps you could try to slow down the alcohol intake, too.
Hey, Doc, you don't really want me to stop the only remedy I can afford.
I'm looking
Just
for
quite
Mr.
the
Sean
Hippocratic
Hampton.
Oath.
Do you know where I could find him?
I really don't know. I heard he'd been abducted. I don't know if he's back.
Who could tell me, then?
About the sad saint.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
Perhaps I should shut the turquoise for a time.
Wait, where were we going again? I don't remember. Right, there were.
Other part of the docks, I
I know
think.
there were like two places here.
Oh yeah.
Take some posters from the pile.
Where's the pile?
That's a good question.
Secret pile of posters.
Oh, no. Not that.
Where does he hide his posters?
I have no clue.
It's like take some posters from the piles. Wait, the game said you could check details on the quest. Maybe that tells us something.
For that.
Or that. Oh yeah, it gives us a point to go to. That's
That
good.
too.
You do that thing.
Yeah, that's the boat we went to in the first episode.
Yep.
Or, yeah, I think the first.
Yeah, I think so too, actually.
Alright.
So that guy was just hanging out with a werewolf. That's kind of weird.
I could move the camera while that's happening.
Yeah. Oh wow, that almost murdered him. Shit.
And that almost murdered the me.
We'll be fine, I believe. Why does he keep eating corpses in the middle of a fight? That's fucking weird. Who does
Him.
that? In the middle of a fight? That's fucking weird. Who does? No, I'm kidding. That makes sense actually, because you're eating the guy you're fighting.
I wish they did that in boxing. Oh wait!
I was just gonna say, yeah. Tyson did. Dude, is that where the whole Tyson Foods thing comes from? Tyson food is just corpses? Or actually pieces of
I can't
ears?
believe I'm doing this.
Jimmy the Spark Barlow. Dude, we can steal his mask. Then we'll have a mask and be a real doctor.
It's not. It's just a gas mask. Not a doctor's mask.
I know, but it's at least a mask. We have no mask right now, so we're like completely
Seems like
unprepared
the
to have a
guard
mask.
of Freeman is on Sean Hampton's trail too.
Okay, that's a flamethrower.
That guy's dangerous. Oh, he just summoned a new one. Wow. What a douche. He just summons allies to a dangerous fight to the death. So rude. Wow. It did a huge chunk of damage. Nice. That was a beautifully executed spear. Save your bloodthirst.
Got a pistol.
Nice. Is it any good?
The wounds on this corpse are deep, the result of rabid rage. If this is Sean's doing, he's become a murderous beast.
Result of rabid rage?
It's like, it's it's a sequel to Road Rage.
Ah.
You know what isn't the sequel to Road Rage?
Well,
This Goodbye.
bye-bye.
Bye.